Yeah, 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 yeah. Living in Babylon, huh? Stay safe though, you know what I mean? Yeah, stay safe, straight up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All my niggas with me. You know we rollin'. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bitch, don't nothing come free. Pay me what you owe me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All my niggas with me. You know we rollin'. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bitch, don't nothing come free. Pay me what you owe me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. These niggas full of buffoonery. Try me, they gon' read your eulogy. Gemini, you know it's two of me. Niggas don't know what to do with me. Alien, I feel immortalized. Only protected, we fortified. Nigga, you die, play with Mordecai. Lay in the ditch if you play with bitch.
Roll Tide full of pride. Here we go, man. Roll Tide full of pride. Here we go. Down at the levee, we going fishing at the levee. Roll Tide full of pride once again, back with another one. Today it is Roll Tide. Today it is Alabama, about Alabama football. Who we got in the building? Shout out Rich Julio in the building. He said, hey, put it on me. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, no doubt. But today is Roll Tide Day for sure. News to cover. SEC Media Day was epic. Really love how them boys was speaking. Kalen DeBoer looking good, looking sharp. I feel like Kalen DeBoer is really determined this year, is really focused and locked in this year. More than he ever has been, even in Bama days and Washington days, etc. I feel like Kalen DeBoer, K-Dog, is really locked in for real. Everyone else will follow. I repeat, everyone else will follow. Dog sharp and dog, and Alabama got a lot of dogs in the building. But SEC Media Day was epic. Love the way Zabrian Brown answered the questions. Ryan Coleman Williams looking on point. Expect a breakout year for him, a bounce back season from him. We definitely need it. I repeat, we definitely need it, baby. But I forgot my dog. Can't forget my dog, Bray Hubbard. I gotta check out Bray Hubbard off the rip. You talk about Bray Hubbard, a real dog, a real animal. As far as his on-field play, off-field play, came back for another year. You know why he did it. You know it. I know it. He want to win. That boy want to win. Keon Sabb, the same way. You think they're just coming back, to compete, just to hang around, be around? Hell no. Them boys want to win a natty. Win, lose, or draw, they're going to bring it. The question is, what has Bray Hubbard improved upon, per se? Phenomenal safety. I feel like his weakness right now is man coverage. Everything else, solid. As far as a tackler, a sure tackler. But he can get better in pass coverage. I would say that's probably his major weakness right now. But Bray Hubbard, a real leader, a real dog. Alabama is very lucky. They should be very thankful, right? Happy to get Bray Hubbard back. His leadership, his experience, overall just helping mold and develop younger players type shit. You cannot take that for granted at all. So before I get into anything, I got to check out Bray Hubbard's presser. Got to put some respect on Bray Hubbard's name. The secondary lit. I've been saying it how long now? I feel like this will be the best secondary in the nation. Yeah, I said it. What up? I stand on it 10 toes down as well. This will be the best secondary in the nation, baby. Period. Execution. Them boys finna ball out. Kane Womack finna ball out. Let's go, bro. Let's go, K-Dub. Let's get it. But you talk about chemistry, you talk about cohesion for a reason. Alabama has all that. How long most of them boys been together now? Even in the transfer portal era. At least 2 years plus, some 3, you know? Got Dejon Lee, what, a sophomore, a senior? You understand me? I mean, not a senior, a sophomore. He's not even a junior yet, right? Right. Making noise already. So I'm very excited to see how this secondary performs. Will it be the strong point of the defense? Maybe so. But guess what? You can't forget about the trenches either. You can't forget about Terrence Mean Green, transfer out of Oregon. Oregon was so mad. I repeat, so mad that they lost Terrence Mean Green. If you understand how big of a pickup that was for the trenches, for the front of Bama, for the front of Bama, you understand exactly what I'm saying. Understand what it means for Bama, not only for talent, starting talent, but depth chart talent as well. Across the board, Bama is stacked. Developing coaching, it all plays a part. Coaching is the most important part of the team. Like it or not, it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. How much talent did Bama have last year that got blew out by Indiana? All that talent on the field, ain't no damn way they should have lost to Indiana the way they did. Huh? You know it. I know it. So let's be real here. Adrian Clem in the building, positive, period. Coach Nix out of Auburn, positive, period. Like I say, very excited, dog. Very excited about this season coming up. And like I say, not Saban, shout out Saban though, for real. DeBoer K-Dog, he don't got to win a natty for a successful season. Anybody who's pushing that narrative, that's cap. That's not fair to him or the players, period. They don't have to win a natty in order for it to be a successful season. No. Now, what do we want to see? Progression, getting better, take another step forward in the playoffs. Hell, make a playoff run, make it to the semifinal, etc. Of course, the standard is what? Championship. That's the Bama way, the Bama standard, period. You can't handle the Bama way. You can't adhere to the Bama way. Roll out then. Period, Jack. No cap. We know what the standard is across the board, but this thing takes time here. It's a totally different era than what it was with Saban. You got to pay players, pay for play, recruit still. Got to give Kalen DeBoer credit on recruiting as well. Everybody said, oh, he can't hit the SEC. He won't be able to recruit in the SEC. Shit me. He proved you wrong. Somebody then told you wrong. Roll Tide full of pride. Roll damn Tide. Here we go. Yeah, man, put some respect on Bama and DeBoer's name. Not an easy task, following in Saban's shoes. Trying to create your own legacy, your own blueprint, etc. Now he signed up for the job. That's why he's getting paid the big bucks. So he knows exactly what he signed up for. But let's not get carried away about what success looks like, what success will look like this year. We want to see progress every time, every year. Getting better, a step closer to the natty, or making it to the natty. That would be ideal every year, of course. Is that realistic? Probably not, especially not in today's age game. You understand me? NIL, transfer portal, it's like a business now, damn near, and it is pay for play. So Kalen DeBoer is going up against an array of things in this college football realm right now. Every coach is. Saban was going up against an array of things, just in a different way, different situations, etc. It was still bullshit going on back then. No bullshit. What did Saban do? He adapted. What does K-Dog have to do? Adapt. You hear me? Let's get to it. Let's get to that Levy Dog Bray Hubbard Holmes for real. Let me get them 18s in the chat. I repeat, let me get them 18s in the chat, man. No doubt. Let me get them ones in the chat. Let me get them twos in the chat, man. Let's get it. You hear me? Let's work. Hold up. Get to the video right quick, man. But believe you me, believe it when I say it, when I tell you, Bray Hubbard will play a major role once again. And if he has improved upon man coverage per se, zone coverage, pass coverage in general, you're talking about a totally different Bray Hubbard, no doubt. You're talking about a Bray Hubbard going from a early second round pick potentially to a day one pick, first round pick. Bray Hubbard will be for sure. Especially if he has added size, but kept speed, kept power, etc. Oh man, Bray Hubbard, keep your eye out for Bray Hubbard, no doubt. Expect big things from him this year. Let's get to it. Give me 1 second here. Here we go. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's not at all. Nah, not at all. Okay, we're winding up with Alabama today. Bray is here. He's ready for your questions. We'll start over here on the left-hand side.
Leo Haggerty, Amped Up Sports Draft Nation here in Tampa. Welcome to Florida.
Yeah, thank you.
Team goals, obviously, at the top of your list, but what individual goals are you aspiring for to make those team goals happen?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I guess some of my team goals would just be playing consistent every day, every game, and going out there and giving my team my best effort. And
Biggest thing he just said right there is what? It's what Bama has been talking about in general. From who? Kalen DeBoer, Kane Walmack, etc. Consistency, period, baby. You know it. I know it. We need more consistency from everybody. What Kane Walmack say? He want to see more violence, more effort on a consistent basis from this defense. Ray Hubbard knows exactly what he needs to do to help this defense be successful, to help this team be successful overall. Let's get back to it. Here we go. That's word.
that's what I got to do to help my team win and do my job at a very high level. Obviously, I have all my personal goals, and you know, at the end of the day, we're all striving to be the best in the country and ultimately win a national championship.
Go on the right side, second row.
Hi, Brad. Jacob Worthing, KRUI, Iowa City. With so many new faces on defense, how has the secondary built chemistry this offseason?
Yeah, like you said, there's a lot of new faces, you know, especially on that second level, and not necessarily on the second level, but really on the D line. There's a lot of new guys there. There's really just younger guys over at the linebacker position. But with the secondary, obviously we've all played together for about 2 years now. So just the unity that we have and the trust that we have built between all 5 of us back there.
Exactly like I said earlier, right? Chemistry, cohesion, etc. They have chemistry, cohesion, etc. Very important, very important. You can't deny the fact that players being together for 2 years, 3 years plus, especially in this transfer portal era, the new era of college football. You can't deny how important it is to be able to build chemistry for years upon years. Stack it up, stack it up. The days of stacking up your roster like Saban was able to do are over and done with. No longer can you stack a roster from top to bottom for 4, 5, 6 plus 8 years. It's a pay game now, a payday game now. Pay for play. I repeat, pay for play, baby. You know it. I know it. But how do you adapt? How does K-Dog adjust? It's still players out there with spirit who can't just be bought, who just not worried about the materials or the bling bling and shit like that. There's players out there who have heart and have been dreaming to play for Bama for years, their whole life. Matter of fact, can K-Dog tap into that? The heart, the spirit, etc. But consistency is the main goal for everybody. Roll Tide. Get back to it.
You know, DJ, ZB, me, Keon, and Red, or even some of the younger guys that are our backups. We just trust each other, but that also allows us to play fast. So, like, I can trust ZB that he's going to do his job. So that allows me to just focus on the call, focus on maybe the formation.
Everybody's held accountable. Everybody's doing their just due. Everybody understands their role and playing it well, period. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. We shouldn't see no miscommunication for real. This should be a smooth oiled machine. Hitting, clicking on all cylinders. Roll Tide full of pride. Roll Tide. Ain't nothing rolling but the damn tide. Here we go.
And what I'm expecting out of this certain formation or anything like that. Yeah. So just the trust is a huge thing between that back end, but that also shows just, you know, that obviously we're all returning and we play a lot of snaps together.
Third row on the right side.
Abby Miller with the Reflector from Mississippi State. With you being a Mississippi native, what are your emotions going into that game, heading back to your home state and playing under the Cowbells?
So it's funny. So my brother actually went to Ole Miss. My sister went to Mississippi State. So I think my sister's actually going to be pulling for Alabama. But you know, I've played when we played there. My freshman year, we were there. I think I was on some special teams. I don't think I played any there. But I've been to many of those games before. It's going to be an electric atmosphere, great program, great team, and you know, I'm excited about it. Going back to my home state.
Front row.
Hey, Bray, AP Stidham of AP As We See It. What did you learn about
Justice for Nolan Wells. So we go.
yourself last year, and what would you like to see improve on the defensive side?
Yeah, I mean, I guess what I learned about myself was, I mean, not to sound cocky or anything, but I'm a great player, but also I'm a leader of this team.
Nah, bro, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it, my boy. I don't care what they talking about. What they talking about, Bray? Damn right, you a good player, man. A great player. You can be a great player, Jack. No cap. What the media talking about, how it may sound. You damn right. You a good player. You a real dog out there, a real Levy dog out there. Matter of fact, Bray, lock in, bro. Lock in. Improve what you need to improve on. That's it. But it's time to step up and elevate and take it to the next level, Bray Hubbard, period. You know what I mean? You know exactly what I'm talking about. You understand me? I'm talking about as far as leadership goes, being a true captain, a true leader of your peers around you, a true leader of men, setting the Bama standard, the Bama way, etc. You know it. I know it. You came back for a reason. You didn't come back to participate. Look good on the field. Oh, what? Get your stats up, run it up. If that's the case, you could have left this year, period. You came back to win. To win what? Compete for what? A natty. Last year, y'all was bullshitting early, caught up with you. So have you really learned from last year, Bray Hubbard? And on top of that, how much experience, how much knowledge can you get them young boys in the building? Can you make them young boys better as well? Dog sharpen dog. That's it. We don't need no poodles in the building. Heavy. I repeat. Dog sharpen dog. We don't need no poodles in the building. You hear? Roll Tide full of pride, bro. Roll Tide. So the main question for Bray, is he a better pass coverage? Is he better at pass coverage? That's his weakest spot right now. Man to man, to be exact. You telling me he improved that? Ooh, you talk about first round pick, first day, Bray Hubbard. It's all about what he did this off season. Does he continue to grow and get better training camp? You know? Let's get it. And also, don't ever forget it either. May the best man win. I don't care if we're talking freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. I don't care about none of that at all. If a freshman outperforms a junior or senior, they should be the man for the job. You understand me? Nobody's safe. I repeat, nobody's safe. It's time to win.
And of this defense. So I also got to bring my best every game. Obviously, the guys around me are watching me and watching the leaders on our team to see how we react to certain things, react to adversity. So, you know, I got to stay cool, calm, and collective, whether we face adversity or whether things are at all-time high. And, you know, I'm excited for this year, improve my game and take it to another level.
Right side, then pass it over.
Hey, Bray, Charlie Potter with Bama Online. I don't think we talked to you in the spring. Just went into your decision to come back, and what does the university mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, the university means everything to me. I mean, I don't think I'd rather be anywhere else but University of Alabama. Just, you know, getting developed as a person, but also getting developed as a player. I've absolutely loved my time at the University of Alabama. There was a lot that went into the decision, but, you know, ultimately, when you look at it and when I looked at it with my family and everything like that, it's crazy to think about that I've only played a year and a half. It feels like I've played 2 years, but 3 years, but I've only played in
a high ceiling, a lot more to learn for sure. Like I say, if Bray Hubbard can get better in pass coverage, he will be a first round pick, no doubt.
the defense for a year and a half. And so there's a lot more that, you know, I can put on tape for my career at the next level, but also coming back and being one of the leaders of this team and helping, bring this program back. And I shouldn't say bring it back, but, just helping the program strive for greatness and helping these young guys and getting them, into the process and trusting the process.
Right, left side, and then pass over your shoulder.
Speaking of electric atmosphere, it's Saturday, September in Tuscaloosa. You're at Bryant-Denny Stadium. You're in the tunnel. You're looking out, a whole bunch of red. Everybody going crazy. You still get goosebumps?
Oh yeah, you're going to get goosebumps, especially with that crowd. I mean, there's 100,000 plus in there that's screaming and trying to make sure that you're going to run through somebody's face. So you can't beat the crowd at home, especially when all the stadium is covered in crimson. So
home field advantage crazy. Home field advantage crazy, no doubt. For real. Man, what? Home field advantage is crazy. Damn, cuz. Hold up, my fault. But yeah, home field advantage is crazy. Bananas. Here we go.
Right side on the aisle.
Hey, Bray, you mentioned the amount of
The atmosphere in Tuscaloosa, the atmosphere at the stadium, the energy, man.
time that you've spent playing with guys like Zabian and Keon, and then the amount of time you've spent in Kane Womack's defense. Like, what does communication look like going into, especially this year? Is there more communication, less communication, because you kind of know what every member brings? Or
I guess you could say there's more and there's less, just because you don't have to spend as much time, I guess, hollering the call to say like ZB. I mean, all I have to tell him is, hey, we're running this call. And then we can start breaking down formations and say, hey, out of this formation, we're about to get this, or we're expecting this. We need to play it this way. So I think that's just how much we've played together. I think just
Exactly. He said it right there. Chemistry, cohesion. That's what it is. Chemistry, the confidence, the belief in each other. Communication just on point off the rip. No hesitation, just reacting. Don't overthink nothing. Everybody understands their role, understands what's coming, etc. Then they feed off each other. They feed off of that unity, that brotherhood, etc. You know it. I know it. Here we go. Score about. You see how I go though? Roll Tide, man. SKOL Tide. Let's get it.
when you look at, just like, I don't know, the trust is what's huge. Just because I can trust ZB, I can trust D.
Trust him to have your back on the field. Trust him to be in the right spot. Protect you. Watch your blind side, the spot you may not see right there in that moment, right? Trust him to do his job and do it well. Fill in the gap he's supposed to fill in, etc. Cover his man, period. Give the extra effort. Give the extra tackle. Well, man, chemistry, dog. These boys got chemistry now. Some of them boys been together, 3 years, going on 3? And like I say, even 2 years now in this realm of college football, the college football realm now, even if you get 2 years together, that's saying a lot right there. Here we go. Roll Tide.
I can trust Keon that they're going to do their job. That way I can focus on my job and
Exactly.
make plays in the defense. But then they can also focus on their job and
all assets, no weak links. Here we go.
Not worry about if I'm going to do the job right or anything like that, to where they can play fast and make plays too. So, and that's huge.
Left side, third row.
Bray Davis Baker with WSFA in Montgomery. I wanted to ask about Sedarian Morgan, what it's been like practicing with him so far. What, I guess, what has stood out? Young
boy Morgan, young freshman Morgan. Like I said, all off season, watch out for Sedarian Morgan, man. He want to put on that number 8. He better go be great. Big shoes to fill, putting on that number 8 for real. You hear me? You understand me? He better step up and rap. But we're talking about a freshman who could play right away, contribute in a major way this year. Him, EJ Crowell, who else? Xavier Griffin, etc. Couple of the safeties round yonder. We talking about talent across the board. Talent across the board. Not to mention the guys who came in through the portal. Here we go.
out to you about him? And do you think he's a guy that can play early on?
Yeah. So Sadarian.
And what's most impressive is what? The depth, your depth chart. Never forget, depth chart is important. That's how championship teams are built, the depth chart, especially at the highest level, the NFL level, you know? But who's your backups? If their number is called, if a player goes down, which happens sometimes in the NFL realm, in the football realm in general. If your player goes down, can they step up and fill in? Can they do their job and do it very well? Or are they a liability? Are they soft, etc.? Are they a real dog or a poodle? That's the main question right there. Roll Tide.
And he's a big receiver. He's also put on a lot of muscle mass. He's a strong receiver too. But I mean, you throw anything his way, he's going to catch it. He's got really good hands. So yeah, I'm excited for him. I think he's going to have a huge role in our offense. Obviously, I'm not on that side, so I can't speak too much about it. But I go against him a good bit. So he's a great player, and I remember.
Like I say, dog sharpen dog, main dog sharpen dog. Here we go.
In bowl prep when he early enrolled and he came with us for bowl prep. I mean, dude was catching some stuff, and I was like, man, this kid's gonna be a great player.
Fourth row.
Hey, Bray, Kimberly June out of WAK, Montgomery, Alabama. Can you just talk a little bit about after the loss against Indiana and Pasadena and kind of some of the things that people have said this offseason about the program? How has that motivated you guys this offseason and going into next season?
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a tough loss, which you still got to learn from it. I was talking to Coach Womack after the game, and we were just kind of talking about different things that went wrong during the game. And, it just comes down to execution and guys just focusing on their job. But that's what you need all year. You got to have guys that are consistently doing their job at a high level. And that's ultimately how you're going to win. That's how you're going to stop teams from scoring points. And so, I mean, that's when we look back at some of those games that, we had struggles with or that we lost or anything like that. You really got to look, is everybody doing their job to the best of their ability? And are we executing the way we know how to execute? Because when we do execute and everybody's doing their jobs, we play at a really extremely high level. But what's also gets kind of frustrating sometimes is when you rep the reps in practice and then you get in the game and you get that same exact play that we've been repping in practice and you mess it up in the game. It's really frustrating just because we know we can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Final question here on the aisle.
Vince Farrar, 99.1, the sports animal in Knoxville. Brett, you've played in 3 games against Tennessee in the third Saturday in October, and games have gone both ways. What's that rivalry like to play and be a part of?
Yeah, I mean, it's an electric atmosphere every time we play, whether it's in Knoxville or whether it's in Tuscaloosa. It's always going to be a really, really good game. It's always, I would say, a bloodbath, but it's a good game, and obviously it's a big rivalry. And I mean, this is what you come to Alabama for is to play in big games like that.
Real talk.
Very good job, as always. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Good shit, Bray. Good shit, Bray. Here we go, man. No doubt. See if we got anything else to check out right quick. I think that's pretty much it for the media day, though. Oh, they did a lot of footage. Interesting for real. Let's get into some Bama news right quick. Then I'll get back into some videos in a minute. So what was I gonna sit here right here? Hold up. I want to talk about Zabian Brown a little more. Definitely put some respect on Zabian Brown's name, etc. You talk about breakout season, breakout year. Zabian Brown could definitely have that. 1 second, let me get this here, man. Talk about a real dog on the field, but not just a dog, but what? A playmaker in general. Big moments, he shines. Big lights, bright lights, he shines. Tennessee, the moment. They're calling it the moment now. Georgia, big plays, great plays, right? Every year. Give me 1 second here, though. I mean, Zabian Brown could really turn himself into a really early pick in the first round. He's a first round pick now without the season even starting, without him proving anything, etc. But you talk about if he balls, if he shows out, talking about a top 15 pick for sure. You know it. I know it. Here we go. But you're talking about a real, hell, maybe even top 10. Could be top 10 for real. Yeah, man. But let's get into it right quick. Here we go. 1 second. Is Alabama defensive back Zabian Brown being overlooked nationally ahead of 2026 season? Here we go. I mean, how could you though? How could you overlook a player like him? A real animal, a real dog? Huh? Crazy word. Boom, let's get it. Zabian Brown is responsible for some of the most memorable plays of the past 2 seasons of Alabama football. Big facts, no cap. From his game-sealing interception against Georgia in 2024 to his game-changing pick sixes against Tennessee and Oklahoma in 2026. The cornerback will be featured in pregame highlights at Bryant-Denny Stadium for years and years to come. Legacy, we talk about legacy for sure. Here we go. But is he being overlooked nationally heading into year 3 with the Crimson Tide? Wow. Brown was neither named a first nor second team preseason All-American by the Walter Camp Football Foundation last month. That's pretty disrespectful right there. You hear me too. You hear me, Deuce. See how they doing you, Zabian Brown. I'm talking about, why ain't you nominated, right? You should be one of the first names on the list, on whatever list it is. I don't care what award we talking about. If it got something to do with cornerbacks, Zabian Brown, Deuce should be on that list for sure. Here we go. Bray Hubbard was Alabama's lone honoree, and he was not among college football's 50 best players ahead of the 26th season. According to Pro Football Focus, Hubbard and fellow cornerback Dejon Lee were the only 2 representatives. Here we go. One thing Brown does have to improve on is tackling, becoming more physical at the point of attack, becoming an overall better tackler in general. I would say that's his weakest point right now. Really overall physicality of the game. I want to see him get bigger. Look like he put some more weight on a little bit, but I want to see him continue to grow, continue to become more physical. Here we go. Let's get back to it. ESPN draft analyst Matt Miller and Jordan Reed ranked Brown outside of the top 3 corners in the 2027 NFL draft. Field in the 3rd best in the SEC behind Georgia's Ellis Robinson, the 5th, I believe, or whatever that is, and Mississippi State's Kelly Jones. But has Brown not proven to be one of the top players at his position over the last 2 years? The Tide defender isn't listening to the outside noise, as he shouldn't at all. Let's get it. What? Are you kidding me here? For real. When we go out in that sun and we go to work or we get under that iron, you can't think about nothing else, Brown said this week at SEC Media Days. Zoned in, locked in. Let's get it. While he took a humble approach, one of Brown's teammates showered him with high praise. Honestly, you could say overlooked, whatever. The dude plays ball, Hubbard said at SEC Media Days. He's one of the best in the country. Big facts, no cap. He can be overlooked and everything like that, but he's still going to go out there and play his role and play to the best of his ability and show everybody what he can do. He's going to prove everybody wrong. That's what it's about. Roll Tide. When the lights are bright, he's showing out. And that's every time. Shout out Bray Hubbard for giving credit when credit is due. You know, props when props are due. For real. Roll Tide. But every time the lights come on, when they get bright, prime time, whatever you may call it, he shows up. Right? Zabian Brown shows up every time in a dominant way. Here we go. Honestly, no, we got there already. Brown has started every game of his Alabama career and has a knack for making game-altering plays. Last year, He tallied 39 tackles, 2.5 tackles for loss, 6 pass breakups, 2 interceptions, and 1 forced fumble. Brown returned both of his interceptions for touchdowns, which was tied for the FBS lead in pick sixes. He enters the 2026 season as a proven veteran for UA. Xavier Brown made many of the great plays that we've had over the last couple years in the secondary, Alabama head coach Kalen DeBoer said at SEC Media Day. A number of touchdowns, interceptions, plays that seal games, help win games. Just who he is and the steadiness he's played with also can be seen in what he does off the football field. Big facts, no cap. Here we go. Brown himself isn't focused on being the nation's top cornerback. Ahead of his junior season at Alabama, the former 5-star recruit is working on stepping into more of a leadership role in 2026, which he should. I'm just looking to be a great leader, being somebody my team can rely on, Brown said. Make big plays and just be an overall well-rounded player. And he can also lead by example. Sound like right there, he wants to lead by example. Now, I don't know if he's a big talker in the locker room, big talker in general, but if he has to get more vocal, do it, period. If he just wants to be a leader strictly on the field, leading by example per se, do it. But any way you do it, he has to step up as far as being the true leader goes. Either way, you know, here we go. Oh yeah, yes sir, here we go. The Crimson Tide has to replace all 4 captains from last year's team. The 3 players who represented UA at SEC Media Days could all find themselves wearing a C patch during the upcoming season. Big facts, no cap. Is that a personal goal for Brown as he tries to be more vocal this fall? Obviously, that would be a blessing if that does happen, Brown said. But as of right now, I'm just focused on how I can get my team better, how I can get myself better, how we can get better, and what he said, how we can better each other. And so, yeah, I wouldn't say that's my immediate goal, but obviously being part of history would be nice. Shit, ain't nothing wrong with it, for sure. Brown is one of the best players at his position, and he is part of one of the deepest defensive back units in the entire country. Alabama welcomed back 5 players who started at least 5 games a season ago, and behind them are capable players who are ready to make an impact. With this experience, talent, and potential, does the Tide have the nation's top secondary? Hell yeah, you damn right. Roll Tide. Here we go. Once again, Brown provided a modest answer. I think we have extremely good players, and I think we're going to have a great season, he said. Shout out Xavier Brown once again. Definitely pay attention to Xavier Brown. Real dog out there. Real dog out there. 1 second, man. 1 second. As a matter of fact, hold up. Let's see what he got to say right here. See what this is about right here.
Great.
I have, yes.
It's the best product to have. Over 90% of the people in these studies using their products, less fine lines, younger looking, healthier looking skin.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like Odysseus on his way back to Ithaca, Nick has been working as a beat everyone
and time at Alabama for you at safety and playing defensive back. But going back to that time, he ain't gonna be the most successful. Question for you against Tennessee. Like, when you see open space, what is that like? I think the big a veteran
and Brown.
Here was Xavier Brown, Alabama defensive back. It's hard to believe you're going into year 3 and you're kind of a veteran of the group now.
Yeah, it came quick.
Who is this guy here? Who is this AL? I believe AL.com page, I believe. Shout out to them for dropping this interview type shit. You know what I'm saying? Little detailed interviews, more up close and personal interviews, right? Oh yeah, here we go. Let's get it.
But you know I'm ready for it, prepared.
So when people think of Xavier Brown, I think the big plays.
Real dog, real animal. Yeah, real playmaker, real player, real baller. Bright lights, he shines. That's what it is. What it ain't. Roll Tide.
Or what people think of,
You know what I
especially,
mean?
I mean, you've been making them since freshman year. What is that like when the ball ends up in your hands? Like, what does that feel like? And then you see open space. Just take me through those interceptions.
It's really like, it's a self-belief. Like, it's a confident thing. Like, when I go to bed, like, I really dream about it. Like, I really envision it in my head. I vision it happening. So when it's there, it's second nature, you know? And, you know, I grew up playing offense, and so I feel like I'm a natural ball player, a natural ball carrier. Yeah, when the ball gets in my hands, it's just not enough. You know, I feel like I gotta go do something with it. And if I don't have the opportunity to, if I get wrapped up catching the ball, it is what it is. But I'm always catching the ball, trying to get somewhere.
So you catch that interception against Tennessee, right about the goal line. That noise. Have you ever experienced anything like that?
Never, man. And it's funny because normally during big plays, I feel like it just gets completely silent and you can't really. But it was about, I think when I got over his arm tackle, it kind of snapped back in. Like, it was real. I couldn't hear nothing. I could only see, you know. And then like when I jumped over him, it was like I felt it. Like I felt.
Everybody thought he was finna get tackled right there. That's why. But they thought it was over for Brown. I thought it was score, but I'm like, it's gonna be close. Dude got the angle. He hit him with the bring it back. You know what I mean? Crazy work right there, man. For real. Here we go. Here. Real, Jack. Okay.
All the energy. And it was the best feeling in the world.
So you talk about your hands being pretty good. You got better hands than receivers, or could you take them?
Rich Julio in the building. Rich Julio in the building. What up, dog? What he said? What he said? Hold up. Roll Tide. Roll Tide. SKOL Tide as well. Here we go. You know what I mean? Here we go, baby. Hold up. Oh, yeah. Who you think a legit target for is next draft? Oh, man. Know about that one, Rich Julio. You hear me? Man, that draft a long way away. Depends on how the season goes before I can answer that question right there. You know? What about you? What about you, Rich Julio? Who you got, bro? Who you got? Let's get it. He said, who you see target for next draft? Tell you the truth, man, I could care less about next draft right now. Who you talking about from Bama? Hell. Talking about that boy Brown right here. Depending on how Ryan Coleman Williams play, he could be a real dog. Got Terrence Mean Green up front. Bama got some young players, though. A lot of sophomores, freshmen running around playing. You know, they really won't be out till next year, per se. Got Austin Mack, quarterback. See what happened with the competition. But you got to really see how the season goes, you know what I mean? I say the whole secondary is legit. 5. Talking about the best secondary in college football, Rich Julio, no doubt. So I don't know the Tide that heavy. It's all good, Rich, all good. You hear me? Hey, just know one thing, Holmes. When I ain't talking Vikings ball, it's Bama ball. Period, dog, for real. You say Jeremiah Smith looking like Julio Jones. Shit. He might be. And guess what? Bama got a freshman who may ball like Julio Jones. They say he may be the next Julio Jones. You hear me, Rich Julio? Go check him out. Sadarian Morgan, number 8. He wearing number 8. He got big shoes to fill. But pay attention to Sadarian Morgan, Rich Julio. I don't know if you watch college football, Bama ball like that, but you might want to tune in this year. Yeah, you might want to tune in to Bama ball this year, bro, for real. You hear me? No doubt. He only a freshman. No Holmes. Know what I mean? That's the thing about it right there. Only a freshman round yonder. Here we go. Shout out Rich Julio in the building again. Let's get it. And make sure you come rock with me tomorrow, Rich Julio. You hear me? Let's get it, dog. Let's get back to it. But Zabian Brown is a different type animal. We talk about playmaker. What do you want to see out of a player? Big game moments, big moments, he shows up. That's when he shines. When you have to be your best, your absolute best. Do you? Are you? That's it right there, dog. And that's what he's capable of doing every time. Here we go. I want to see him be more physical at the point of attack, though. I want to see him be an overall better tackler at the cornerback position. If he wants to be a first round pick, take that next step it up a notch, bring it up. He definitely has to become a better tackler. No way around it.
Come on and catching contest.
I think for sure, it's really about your hand-eye coordination. It's really how much you can focus on the ball with your eyes.
Oh yeah.
Whether you're a DB or a receiver or whatever, you when you really watch the football that's how you make your plays. And if you could go through anybody drops, you watch their eyes. They're gonna take it off the last second. You know what I'm saying? And
now, real talk. Eyes football connection. Eyes to the football connection, man. I mean, that's really the difference in great receivers, right? As far as great pass catcher receivers, even cornerback safeties who can catch the ball and those who can't catch the ball. Eye-hand connection. Like he said, he's absolutely correct. Matter of fact, clap it up for Zabian Brown. But he's absolutely correct. Most guys you see when they drop the ball, what happens? Or they move, they turn their eyes away, start running too fast, take their eyes off the ball. Absolutely correct right there. Here we go. It's football, baby, not rocket science. Let's play ball.
And I feel like that's really where it comes from.
Yeah, and you being a Cali guy, I mean, the Cali guys are taking over the secondary at this point. You know, Damani obviously was there, and then got Dijon.
Hitting out west. Shout out Cali, for real. You know, shout out the West Coast. You hear me? For real, heavy. You know it. I know it. Roll Tide. Here we go. Let's whirl.
Lee, what's it been like having all these California guys working in the secondary?
It's special, really. It's real cool being away from home and having some type of element of home. You know what I'm saying? And it's a blessing, really. I mean, you talk about Dijon, you know, probably best corner in his class, could go anywhere in the country. And, you know, the fact that he chose to stick it out at Bama, I feel like it just says a lot about Bama itself.
Shout out to John Lee. Not only him, but his loyalty. Roll Tide.
And just Cali or not, if you're ready for the A, you know you're ready for it.
So your Coach Linguist.
Yes, sir.
Bit of a character, I think, in addition to being a good coach. What's maybe the most memorable moment or fun moment you've had with Coach Linguist last couple of years?
I remember. Well, fun. We love to have fun. It's time for business, and a couple times throughout the off season, we'll all get together. Like he just had us at his pool not too long ago. We always doing some type of eating for some event. Like we always getting together. But in terms of a personal moment, me and him shared, it was a moment after the Auburn game or towards the end of the Auburn game. We kind of just hugged each other, exchanged some words, and it was it was a real tribute to hard work, and I feel like that moment will stick with me for sure.
Talking about the one this year?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and you guys, I think, had a pretty cool moment too after your interception as a freshman against Georgia.
Yeah.
That Georgia game, the fact that, I mean, so up and down, and for you to clinch it, what was that like? You were a true freshman at that point.
Right. I feel like that moment kind of helped me shape my career in terms of confidence. I feel like I'm a perfectionist, and one thing Coach Mo has taught me is learn how to take the victories, how to celebrate the victories instead of being like, oh, it's never good enough, you know. And when you accept those victories and when you celebrate those victories, you allow your confidence and your trust in yourself to build. And I feel like that's what that moment did for me.
This year, what can Alabama fans, people in college football, expect from Xavier Brown?
They can just expect a lockdown defender. They can expect a leader. I feel like we have an amazing squad, amazing trust in each other. I feel like the confidence my team has in me and the confidence I have in my teammates is just through the roof. And I feel like that's just going to allow everybody to have an amazing year, you know, and what we accomplish.
Belief, belief, belief. That's where it starts right there. Do the players believe in each other, dog? Dog sharpen dog, period. Iron sharpen iron. Here we go. But like you said, belief. Like Bray Hubbard said, trust in his brother, trust in his teammate to be in the right spot, be in the right position, play his role and play it well. He ain't got to worry about, oh, is he going to be there? Is he going to have my back? Is he going to be in the right zone, right yard, right line of scrimmage, right yardage, etc. No, he knows that off the rib. They locked in like that off the rib. It's the difference right there. We go. Do they believe in K-Dog, in the coaching staff?
As a team, we'll allow everybody to accomplish what we want to accomplish personally, you know?
People are talking a lot about Texas, Georgia, LSU, things like that. How do you guys view perception in terms of how do you use maybe being under the radar?
I don't hear anything. I know what we do Monday through Friday.
Right.
I don't know. Nobody else does Monday through Friday. I know what we do, you know, and it's real pain. It's real pain.
Hey, boy, coming with it, man. Hey, where the sirens at out this bitch? Matter of fact, roll tide. He said they put that real pain in Monday through Friday. It's on. Through Thursday, it's on, huh? Them boys working. Finna eat heaven, man. Go eat. Roll tide. Matter of fact, I want to run that back again. Hold up.
The confidence my team has in me and the confidence I have in my teammates is just through the roof. And I feel like that's just going to allow everybody to have an amazing year, you know, and what we accomplish as a team will allow everybody to accomplish what we want to accomplish personally, you know?
People are talking a lot about.
Yeah. Everybody eat, man. Let's go win, dog. Let's go win.
Texas, Georgia, LSU, things like that. How do you guys view perception in terms of how do you use maybe being under the radar?
I don't hear anything. I know what we do Monday through Friday. I don't know. Nobody else does Monday through Friday. I know what we do, you know, and it's real pain. It's real pain. It's just pain tolerance, you know, how much you could take. And that's what success is, honestly. Who could bleed the longest? And that's what it is.
Who the dogs, bro? Who gonna scratch? Who gonna fight? Who gonna claw? Tired, man. Attrition set in. Pain set in. What you gonna do? Gonna give up, fool? If you behind, tough spot in the game, what you gonna do? Right? Shit, bro. Here we go. Who gonna get the last bite? Bite hard. SEC football, toughest conference in the land. Week in, week out, competing brutal. Understand me? We go.
SEC, who could bleed the longest?
Yeah, and for you, I did want to ask.
That boy say, who can bleed the longest? You hear me? Roll tide. Let's work, man. Go win.
Who do you watch or study or model your game after?
I like to watch a lot of different ball. I feel like most recently I've been watching a lot of JC Horn. I feel like it's somebody who I really took a little extra time to dive into him. I got the opportunity to.
JC Horn, really nice cornerback. Really wish I could watch more of JC Horn during the season. Really probably should start watching more of JC Horn this year. But phenomenal cornerback out of Carolina, I believe, right? Number 8. Baller, man. Baller. Here we go.
Work out with him a couple times this offseason, and
Working out with the best. Working out with the best. Let's get it.
And I really love his game.
Yeah, and in terms of what you want people to be able to say about you by the end of the year, what do you hope the just takeaway is by the end of the season about Xavier Brown?
Just personally, I just want to give him my all, and I'm the only one who knows what that looks like, And so, as long as just I pour into the team, and we pour into each other, great things will happen.
Is there a person or area of the team that you think people might be sleeping on right now?
I think a big question right now for us is probably our inside backers. And, we don't know who these guys are. We haven't seen them play before. And that's not one of my concerns at all. The way I look at it is we got a bunch of starving dogs who fight for every rep, and I think that's really.
Let's go. Dog sharpen dog, you hear me? Heavy. Let's get it. Let's work. Roll Tide. And they talking about they sleeping on the squad, the linebacking core. How you talking about QB Reese, Caleb Woodson from the portal, Abdullah, you know what I mean? Mets, etc. Yeah. They got some dogs back there, like you said, man. Hey.
Gonna bring the best out of each other. That's what we are at Bama. We're competitors, and that's how you get the best out of it.
Last thing I want to ask you about the fact that, it's been a kind of up and down. Obviously, at first you think you're coming to play for Coach Saban, and then Coach DeBoer comes in. And obviously every year, some guys go in the portal. Some guys decide to stay. Like, how do you look back on just the last 3 years and just where you're at going into this year?
I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I feel like it's so easy to stay here. Like, great coaches, great people, great players. Like, and that is, I feel like if you look across the country, it's probably not too many classes who stuck together how we stuck together. And I feel like that should say a lot about us.
Respect. Once again, that goes back to that chemistry, that mentality, that cohesion together, believing in each other, having confidence in each other all around. Let's get it.
As humans, and
run that back one more time.
Coach Saban, and then Coach DeBoer comes in, and obviously every year, some guys go in the portal. Some guys decide to stay. Like, how do you look back on just the last 3 years and just where you're at going into this year?
I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I feel like it's so easy to stay here. Like, great coaches, great people, great players. Like, and that is, I feel like if you look across the country, it's probably not too many classes who stuck together how we stuck together. And I feel like that should say a lot about us as humans. And, obviously I thought I was coming in playing for Coach Saban, and I look at everything as a blessing in disguise. And so I love playing for Coach DeBoer. I love playing for Alabama, and I wouldn't want it no other way.
Good way to end it. Xavier Brown, Alabama cornerback. Thanks so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Here's Nick with
Roll Tide. Once again, shout out. It is AL.com, I believe. Shout out to them for dropping the interview, the personal interview and all that. Like I say, them boys ready. Them boys really ready. Let's get back to these articles here. I'm going to dive into one more. Probably get up out of here, man. Once again, Roll Tide again. We got here. We talk about expectations from Bama, playoff team, championship team. What are they? Who are they? A lot to be said, a lot to be learned, of course. Let's see here. Different opinions, of course. It's always different opinions. Let's see what some people have to say about Bama in general, though. I think Alabama is going to be in that 9-3 range. What? Really? Expound, JD Pickle. Here we go. And I'm more than going to leave room to be surprised to see them pop up and make the playoff again. There's a lot for me to have to believe in with the new offensive line, new quarterback, and like Ty Simpson was so incredible last year and did so much. How fixed can that trench play be on offense is a little bit interesting. I like Alabama. I don't know if I like them enough to be a playoff team right now. Oh man, he come in like he basically come in like not a playoff team. Really? How? Why? Not a playoff team, but they improved across the board. How? Why? Here we go. Wow, bro. Oh man. The disrespect is crazy, baby. For real. 1 second, 1 second. What he said, Andy Staples. I expect Alabama to still be good. The question is, will it be Alabama good? Because I think Nick Saban spoiled everybody, and it makes it tough to handicap it. But really, it's going to depend on how good is the revamped offensive line that Adrian Clem is coaching. It starts up front. Everybody knows it starts up front. Specifically with Bama, it definitely starts up front. Adrian Clem, you bring Adrian Clem in. I'm excited about the hire. He's changing things already. Can they be more physical? Can they be more violent? But it starts and ends with the O-line for Bama. You must get the run game going. You perform like you did last year in the run game, it's going to be piss poor. That's where the games are won, especially in playoff time. Run the ball, beat them up, bang them up, beat them up, bang them up, period. So that's it right there. Pass pro, run blocking. That's it. Are your men ready? A lot of new faces across the board. Center, you got Rayson Delgado, a new face out of Cal Poly through the portal. You got Jabin James showing up possibly. Michael Carroll, he's a solid name up front, but he's only a sophomore himself, you know? So how much did he grow? How much did the game slow down for him per se? So it's all about development right now, dog. Development and chemistry. Putting the reps in together, the extra time in together. Studying the playbook, etc. You know it. I know it. Here we go. Let's get back to it. Matter of fact, I don't even have to. Matter of fact, it's very clear. Very clear. Not too many people believe in this roster. Don't believe Bama can be great. I mean, hell, you just heard the man say it. He don't believe Bama is a playoff team. 9-3. So you saying we talking about regression? If it's regression at that level, K-Dog might be gone. But I see Bama elevating. I see Bama doing better than they did last year. You know, I see Bama making a playoff push potentially. Now things have to add up. Certain factors have to add up. I expect the run game to be on point. Ryan Grubb to be on point. Like I said earlier, I love the hiring of Adrian Clem. Different aspect brings a different energy to it. You talk about a dude who played at the highest level, who's been on Super Bowl teams, right? Understands how to identify and not only identify, but mold and develop talent. It's a major part right there. But be excited, I repeat, be excited about this squad. I don't care what the naysayers may say, what the media may say, ESPN analysts, so-called experts may say, baby. Be excited about Bama football for real. They finna really bring something to the table. And when I tell you K-Dog is locked in, he is really locked in. And with that being said, I'm finna get up out of here. I'll see you on the next one. Shout out to all my big dogs, my Levy dogs, my subscribers, my supporters. You are much appreciated for life. Never forget it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell as well. Make sure you share this with any and everybody you know for sure. Support the grind, support the channel. It takes less than 1 second. Why not? You support the fake already, support the real for real. Here we go. Down at the levee. We going fishing at the levee. Roll Tide full of pride. Here we come. Believe that.